Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the August 30th, 2023 Supermoon in Pisces, part 2 of 2. Now, it's important to look at the house that this transit falls in, as this could impact its delineation and interpretation for you. Now, for me, this is going to fall in my 11th house. Now, this could manifest in a number of ways. One way this may be expressed, could be an unveiling of a duplicitous or deceptive friend. It may be regarding the betrayal of one. I'm being idealistic, thinking that this could be, the ending of a nebulous future for me. Uh, but it may simply be, about, being more, cognizant and aware, which is the full moon, of potential for interaction with the as far as metaphysical, which is Pisces, which can include astrology and in those groups, which is the 11th house. So another thing too, another thing of significance are the aspects this makes to points in your chart, as this could impact how it affects you. Now, the supermoon is going to make a conjunction to my natal north node in Pisces. Now, this could manifest in a number of ways. One way this may be expressed is something, that was, destined to end, say, in connection with my videos on astrology. I don't think that's going to happen though, but it could be an unveiling of which, because full moon, supermoons can be about unveilings in astrology, an unveiling in which I need to develop the attributes connected with the North Node placement. And now, with this being in Pisces, maybe a calling to be more altruistic, compassionate, forgiving, and sacrificing. And with this being in the 11th house, there may be some need to express those qualities to friends, and maybe I'll have to address some issues regarding a duplicitous friend, because the North Node, when it's involved in transit, it can be about issues that one may have to address and confront. Now, it's important to look at the electional aspects this makes, since this could impact its delineation collectively. Transit supermoon in Pisces. Now, this is going to make a conjunction to Saturn in Pisces. Now, the thing is, this could manifest in a number of ways. One way it may be expressed, it could be the end. Full moons can be about endings and an end to some fear. Saturn is connected with fears. A fear being associated just with something simply being nebulous or unclear, which is Pisces, and it could be one's future, as an example. Many may see the end of a responsibility in which one may have sacrificed much of his or her time. And it could be, this could reaffirm and reinforce the ending of some Piscean career for many, such as something associated with photography, chemistry, anesthesiology, poetry, dancing, or the metaphysical, which includes astrology. There may be some unveiling or revelation of a duplicitous or deceptive older person. Now, another thing too to keep in mind is that other electional transits, really, they could be of significance because they're taking place at the same time as the supermoon, and those transits can be amplified and intensified because of that. Now, the supermoon in Pisces. Now, I'm sorry, Mercury in Virgo is going to be making a trine to Jupiter in Taurus. Now, by itself, this aspect can be fortuitous for writings and communications in general, and there may be prosperity may be made through communication more so than usual. I understand prosperity can be made through communication writings at virtually any point in time, but it might be more emphasized with this transit. Now, it may be communication or writings that is very detail oriented and analytical. Let's say if somebody has, the transit of Mercury and Virgo in their eighth house, it could be something with analytical psychology or astrology. Eighth house is the occult, which includes astrology. Now, the fact that this sextile makes the trine to Jupiter, the planet of luck and fortune in Taurus, the sign of money, can make this more really very profitable for some people, I believe. Now, another thing too is that it's important to look at other transits to your natal chart at this time, because they could be accentuated and more pronounced because they're taking place at the same time as the supermoon in Pisces. Now, the thing about this is, for me, I'm going to have, transit Mars in Libra. It's going to be making a trine to my natal Aquarius midheaven. Now, by itself, this aspect, you know, um, could really be auspicious, for having the right amount of energy, drive, and motivation, which is Mars, to do things associated with the career, and which is the midheaven. And with my midheaven being an Aquarius, naturally, that could be the astrological career. And with Mars being in Libra, the energy could be very balanced and very peaceful, and may be driven more to be cooperative and be at peace with others, which may be beneficial to my astrological livelihood, basically. Now, Mars is also going to be making a conjunction to my natal Uranus, which may give even more energy in connection with astrological work. It may give more courage for me to go after my future as well. Now, on August 30th, 2023, the day of the supermoon in Pisces, there's going to be something called a National Grief Awareness Day, and it's going to be honored. Now, this holiday, may be perceived as insignificant by many, but however, this falling on the day of the supermoon, it may give it, or may be have more of an impact on others collectively. Now, again, the supermoon is going to conjoin Saturn. Saturn is associated with sorrow and despondency. Full moons can be about awareness. On this day, some people may show compassion and sacrifice time for others that are dealing with grief. And because this is the day of the supermoon, it may lead, say, to a greater connection with some people. As an example, it may even lead to something career related, such as being inspired to work as a grief counselor. So, because this is a supermoon, it can have, more of a, stronger impact, I would say, on people, more so than a regular full moon. Anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.